And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. There's a 1st down run with Collins. Oh, he trucked him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And incomplete on the deep ball. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Set, move, 45.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. LaMarcus Joyner in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Here you go, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. That's your number 1 game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick going deep for Benjamin. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. This give is to McCoy. Nice footwork by McCoy. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the center.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Nixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
368!
It's second down. Dalton looking. Pass incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. The Bills getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Set, move, 45.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick going deep here for Matthew. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And some room to maneuver. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He spins free. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, this is Collins. Escapes the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run with Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm. And
not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Andy Dalton. They find some open field here. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 81 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
There you go, 368. Nice.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. On the give, this is Collins running left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. And again, it's Collins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, it's Collins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Over here, yes.
Again, here's Bernard. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Bills. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go again with Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
368! 368!
1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Over here, over here. You're good. Side.
Dalton throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fitzpatrick now on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Clay, the intended receiver. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Go, we're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5-0. Side.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. It's Mixon on the counter. He's to the 10, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's Dalton. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the